Okay, first of all, apologies for the setup. This is kind of a spur of the moment video, but there was this tweet that I stumbled across, which my initial thought was to respond and make a video on it, and then I thought, you know what, it's really not that big of a deal. In fact, majority of what the tweet stated is true, and I would have been just agreeing with them the entire time while also defending from where I'm situated at. But an hour or so ago, I was sent a link which someone already beat me to responding to this tweet, and if it wasn't for some of the things that he said in the video, I probably wouldn't be making this video right now. But just the way he worded certain things, I feel like I need to make this and just clarify a few things. If you guys don't know what the tweet was, I'm going to link it somewhere around here. I'll also read it for you guys. Pinoybaiting is a marketing strategy used by creators to attract Filipino audience and fans. Foreign YouTubers exaggerate reaction videos to our singers. Okay, that sounds good. To our singers, series, TV shows, and films involving the Philippines in their plot line. It's effective because our thirst for global validation is real. First of all, I think majority of what this person stated is true, but I also feel like it applies for most countries. Let me rephrase that. Pinoys love to hear foreigners praise and glorify the singers. That's why you guys come to my channel, that's why you guys love the reaction videos, and as you should. But flip that, you get any foreigner reacting to a singer that they're not familiar with, that's outside of their country, you're going to get that audience watching that video. And it's not just singers. For example, there are many foreigners or foreign reactors that react to rugby highlights, and obviously the target audience for that is people who play rugby, watch rugby, or Kiwis, New Zealanders, because we absolutely love rugby. We're the shit at rugby. Go the All Blacks. It's just a natural thing for people to want to watch people outside of their culture, ethnicity, appreciating what they love and what they know best. It's not just a Filipino thing. The world doesn't revolve around the Philippines, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying very hard not to rant. I'm also short on time. I kind of want to get this video up tonight because obviously I work full time. We'll get to that later on in the video. Now at the same time, you also get reactors who exaggerate in their reactions, who don't really say or, and they'll say anything or show any sort of emotion to make you happy. Those are obviously the people that would take advantage of the whole Pinoy reacting to singers, TV shows, etc. The thing is, you get that across all content on YouTube. You get people who exploit, who exaggerate, who do anything just to get a view. It's almost unavoidable. But back to the reason why I'm making this video in the first place. I'm not mad. I just feel like the way he worded it and went about saying it and name dropping, it's kind of put this idea out there that we stop reacting. Well, he didn't really give us a reason. He didn't really say a reason as to why we stopped reacting, but he's questioning it. Like, it almost sounds like we're fake when it comes to doing these reactions. That's just how it came across to me, because why else would you bring that up in the video? He brought up myself, he brought up Dan. Okay, this lighting isn't the greatest. And I just want to clarify, sorry, I'm talking about MGN. Is it Ovala or Ovala? I've never been able to actually say his name. And that's just because I don't watch many reactors. The only reactors I watch are the people that I'm actually friends with, who I've met in real life. But let me watch the video again. And this is no hate towards the man. I just want to clarify in case you guys are coming up with your own assumptions or you guys' impression of myself and my fellow reactors have changed.
Noticed a trend of past
this is why I'm
YouTube
making this video.
Reactors that stopped reacting to Filipino content or completely stopped reacting. I'm thinking out of the top of my head, Hug Knuckles TV. As soon as they went to the Philippines, done.
I'm not entirely sure why they stopped, but I'm sure they have their own reasons for it.
Sandwich Adobo.
Those
guys are the sweetest ever. I honestly
have a family.
love them, but I also don't see them reacting anymore.
You can't expect someone, let me pause this. You can't expect people to react forever. There's eventually going to be an end to this. Like, I feel like people think that once we start reacting to your idols, we're going to be reacting for the rest of our lives.
They went to the Philippines, that's where things slowed down for them. Shay, Shay, I love Shay. You know, Shay was
Thanks,
also
mate.
reacting to a lot of Filipino content.
I was.
I believe he went to the Philippines multiple times.
5 times.
And
4 months I spent in the
I think
Philippines.
now all he does is vlogging. So see, he stopped reacting to Filipino content as well. Dan.
Let me pause it before we get to that. Okay, I don't know how to say this without ranting. As you guys all know, I went to the Philippines for the first time in 2018, February. I went solely to see Mo Sermon. If you guys have been following the storyline, you'll know all about it. In a year time span, I went 5 times to the Philippines. I spent 4 months over there, to the point I almost moved to the Philippines, although something didn't work out. But I obviously loved it there so much, to the point where I wanted to actually move there and live there and embrace the culture. But the connection between me going to the Philippines and then never reacting to Filipino content afterwards isn't entirely true. I still continue to react to Filipino talents. The reason I stopped is because I had 4 months worth of vlogs to edit. Basically, I was forced to choose whether to keep doing reactions, push the vlogs back, or stop the reactions entirely. This is reactions across the board. It's not just Filipino reactions. I used to react to other artists mixed with the Pinoy talents, but it came to a point where I had to just stop and focus on getting the vlogs out, where I'm still at that point. I've got 3 more vlogs as of recording this video. I've got 3 more Philippines vlogs to edit. Then I've got some Perth vlogs. I've still got the Rome vlogs to edit with Dan. And then I've got my New Zealand vlogs from the trip that I just came back from in December. And I don't know if you guys really understand the concept of time when it comes to editing these videos. Mate, it takes a lot out of me. And not only that, I work full time. And when you have someone that only bases their channel around reaction videos, who do this for a living, mate, they've got all the time in the world. They can do as many reactions to as many artists as they like. Once you start actually vlogging and creating other content, you'll realize how long these videos take in comparison to a reaction video. For example, one of my vlogs to edit, this is a rough estimate, but I reckon the equivalent to recording and editing and posting 20 reaction videos. That's a rough estimate. So you do the math, you calculate that with the amount of vlogs, Philippines vlogs, we're just talking about the Philippines vlogs that I have, and then multiplying that by 20. I'll wait for you to do the math. Thing is, I've mentioned this in other videos, but unless you actually watch my update videos, then you're not going to know this. All I wanted to do was get the vlogs out, and once I'm free of the vlogs, I can get back to doing reaction videos, because therefore I would have time to do reaction videos. It's the only reason why I stopped.
Dan from EAP Films, who also went to the Philippines, I think he met Shay and everything, also stopped, you know, so there's this trend of
Life. Dan's having a baby soon. Dan is expecting his first baby this year. A little EAP Films Junior running about the house. People don't really, think about the bigger picture here. It's not just one person, the camera, a room, and that's all they do. Life, work, family, and other things they like to do. In saying that, not only have I been so caught up in the editing and work, keep in mind I work full time, I'm also working on an album. Where am I supposed to fit all of this into reacting to videos and editing vlogs? Exactly. I have a number of Filipino artists that are down to collaborate on this album. I am still working on finer details, but that's something else that I want to do also. It's not all about reaction videos or pleasing you guys and reacting to your idols. If people can grasp onto that thought, then maybe you wouldn't expect so much from us. In fact, I feel like a lot of the issue here is that people like to compare uploading schedule, because I feel like that's kind of what he's done here, where he's like, this person stopped reacting, this person stopped reacting, this person stopped reacting, but our schedules aren't all the same. I'm pretty sure all of us have jobs outside of YouTube. I'm pretty sure this is his job. I'm almost certain. And if it isn't your job and you still have a job on top of doing YouTube, then a lot of your time is spent doing reaction videos. A lot of my time is spent on doing other things. I want to branch out away from reaction videos and do what I've been doing. You guys have been seeing the progress on the channel.
YouTube reactors that visit the Philippines, come back from the Philippines, and just stop reacting to Filipino content, which is, I don't know why that is, it's weird.
That's what I mean. It's not just one reason, it's many reasons. also think it's a coincidence that we all happen to stop after the Philippines. That is kind of strange though. I can see why you kind of put that together, but you only have to watch our channels or social media to see like our world doesn't revolve around watching videos and recording our reactions to them. I just feel like a lot of it comes back to that people just don't take into consideration. And the thing is, for those who are still reacting to Filipino talents, who have been very consistent and still going strong, my only question to that is, why have you yet to visit the Philippines? If you love the culture so much, if you love the artists so much, if you love the people so much, why haven't you gone to the Philippines? You see how we can like twist things around and, you know, point the finger back at people? Why haven't you gone to the Philippines? Now you may be planning on going to the Philippines, but I can still ask, why is it taking this long? And if it comes back to money and time, well, that's basically the same reason why we stopped reacting. I really only made this video to rant and to just clear that little thing up, because I feel like if enough people watched that and heard it how he presented it, this is no beef, by the way. I honestly don't have time for beef, so guys, don't get carried away with this. You know what, let me go back to the original tweet. Pinoybaiting. Yeah, it does exist. Because if you search any Pinoy artist and then you type reaction after that, I bet even if I were to do that now, I'm going to see a bunch of people that I've never heard of. The thing is, I've been so lacking with reaction videos to the point where there's going to be a bunch of new reactors that have probably surpassed my channel in subscribers, which, you know, that's just going to happen because reaction videos bring in more subscribers, more viewers than possibly any other content, unless you're someone like Mr. Beast who just creates the most epic shit. Like, reaction videos is the fastest way to do it. That's why there's always new reactors every single day, literally every single day. I bet you there's at least one person in this world that has started a reaction channel. But keep in mind, it's not just Pinoy, it's not just Pinoy baiting, it's people baiting. I'm making up terms now. Get any foreigner reacting to your music, your TV shows, your movies, and you're going to attract an audience. It's as simple as that. There are reaction channels outside of Pinoy reactions. There's literally every type of reaction genre you can think of on YouTube. Everything. Because I've dabbled in many genres. I used to react to TV shows, movie trailers, Indian trailers, K-pop, Brazilian music, pentatonics. I've reacted to everything, but the thing about me reacting to so many different things is that I have so many different interests. It's not just one thing. Although I have narrowed a lot of my channel down to Pinoy talent, it's just because I love Pinoy talent. I love the artists. I've gotten to know a lot of them personally. I'm going to be collaborating with some of those artists, and I love the culture, I love the food, the fact that I'm almost moved there, the fact that I think about going back to the Philippines almost every single day speaks volumes. You guys are obviously going to have to take my word on that, but if I went 5 times in 1 year, doesn't that say something? I didn't just go back. Sake, going back. I just want to put that out there because I know you guys have also been missing the reaction videos. Those of you who don't watch my update videos are still completely oblivious, but hopefully by the title of this video you guys will finally know. But I've said this so many times now, I've said this for like almost a year. Put it this way, when I got back from my last trip in February 2019 from the Philippines, we were only halfway through season 2 vlogs. We are currently on the last 3 episodes of season 5. I can't even fathom how many hours of editing I put into those vlogs. It's ridiculous. And because I'm such a perfectionist, also, it's not just the fact that it takes so long to edit, it takes so long to edit on my particular laptop. There's another variable in there, kind of stretches out the time a little bit. So to summarize this shit show of a video, time, family, lives, jobs, you know, there's a lot that can stop us from doing things that we were once doing. I mean, when I think back to when I was doing reaction videos, that's all I was doing, was just reaction videos. I wasn't vlogging, I wasn't trying to put together an album, I wasn't traveling. Of course I'm gonna have time to just post reaction videos, because that's all I was doing. Now, if I was still doing that years later and that's all I was doing, I would actually think there was something seriously wrong with me. Like, you can't be doing the same thing day in and day out. Mate, there's so much out there that you can do. I feel like I'm preaching now, but you know, you can't expect, I think this goes for all reaction channels. You can't expect them to do reactions forever. Eventually they're gonna get bored with doing reaction videos. It has nothing to do with them not liking the Philippines or the artists or using or Pinoy baiting just means they want to do new things. That's just people in general. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from with this. I've probably forgotten to say many things because I drove here, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot that I want to say, but I feel like I've forgotten a few of those things. So if something comes to mind, I'll just put in the comment section below, but it's kind of all I wanted to say about this. Yes, Pinoybaiting exists. There's a shitload of new reactors. I can't even keep up with how many reactors there are now. But in the end, if you guys enjoy the content, isn't that all that really matters? Like, there was once upon a time where like I see a new reactor, I'm like, who the f is this? And then you see how they're reacting. Or see, the thing is, if you can read people, you can kind of tell apart who's doing it just for views and who's genuinely interested in the content. There's a car coming right next to me. I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I've got mini vlogs on the way. Basically, once we've got to the end of New Zealand vlogs, I'm gonna get back to reacting. I don't know if I mentioned this. You know, sometimes it's gonna take a bit of time to get these vlogs up. Like I said, if you start vlogging and you start editing vlogs and you start posting vlogs, then you'll realize where I'm coming from with this. Or just any other content. Any other content that isn't a sit-down video. Because sit-down videos don't take very long to edit, if you guys haven't noticed. I'm gonna leave it at that. No beef. No beef. I know how people can take something out of context, especially when it's coming from one of their favorite YouTubers, especially when we share some of the audiences, and I don't want there to be any misunderstanding because of what someone may or may not have said. I actually thought I was going to be ranting a lot more in this video. I can't even bloody see myself. Wait. No, I'm an absolute knob. I'm going to end this video and I'll see you guys. By the way, watch, I know this isn't Philippines related, but please check out my latest video before this, not this one, obviously this is my latest video. Check out the one before this. It's my trailer to my New Zealand trip that happened literally a couple of weeks ago. It's going to be a great series, but it's only going to be a great series if you're interested in watching me and not just what I like to watch or what I react to. It's been a long day at work. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, this is just a quick insert because I just remembered something. I feel like this all came about, this whole thought about Pinoybaiting. The initial tweet came about due to frustration and maybe not being entirely happy with how their channel or social media are going. So that's just something I wanted to add in there because obviously these sorts of conversation starters stem from somewhere. And although this may not be the reason, there's obviously still a reason. The stuff doesn't just come out of nowhere. People don't just mention this just because they observed it. You know, you can observe something and not say anything. But if you're saying something and it affects you in some way, especially from a creative standpoint, then I would say it's due to frustration and unhappiness. I sound like a real arsehole right now, but just really think about that. Yes, there's a lot of truth to it. The majority of what was said is true. I've got no issues with that. Think about where it's actually coming from. The frustration usually stems from comparing yourself to other people. So, you know, if there's less comparisons, there's less judging other people, then this sort of conversation probably wouldn't exist. This is why I usually just focus on what I'm doing. Just focus on yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing, because this is how you start getting involved in certain things like this. Now, I'm saying that I kind of sound like a hypocrite because technically I'm getting involved in what other people have said, but because my name was brought up, it's the only reason why I'm making this video. Oh, this guy nearly crashed into someone's car. So yeah, less comparing and more of just focusing on yourself, your content. Be a much happier individual. Like myself. I know I haven't really posted a lot, especially recent stuff, but just know time is near. Time is near. Okay, I'm going home now.